Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Michael with RC Crawling. Today I'm excited to announce a new series. I picked up this Axial Scx24 Chevy C10 RC crawler. I've not opened it. We're going to unbox it together. We're going to look at the features and functionality of it. We're going to run it a little bit, and then we're going to build it out. We're going to have a $30 a week budget to buy parts, and we're going to make this thing into a performer. Eventually, we're going to end the series doing a custom body and custom mount, and we can end up with anything you want. This is my current build in progress, a Gen 1 4Runner. We've got a few more things left to do to it before it's finished. But along the way, we're going to upgrade this, start with free mods, then we're going to do some basic mods, a brushed setup, and then we're going to do a brushless conversion, a chassis swap, and finally a custom body. But before we get all to that, we're going to unbox this and take a look at it. All right, let's open this thing up and take a look and see what we've got in the box. This is a ready-to-run truck. It'll come with everything we need to get out on the rocks and start crawling. So we've got the truck, package with instructions, looks like some extra parts. We've got the controller. Looks like we've got some body accessories, fake lights, roll bar. We've got the charger for the battery. Let's take a look in the instructions. We've got our user's guide. This will tell you about all the features and functionality. Plus, pardon the noise, my cat is playing with the box. Plus it'll show you diagrams of the parts. And when you get to the back, you get blow-ups of how this thing goes together and comes apart. If you're good at reading diagrams, this is all you need to start upgrading. But we're going to do that together in this series. Got your Axial sticker, extra drive shafts, body clips, and a little Allen wrench, and batteries for the remote. Super cool. I'm going to get the truck out of the packaging, get the batteries in, and we'll start taking a look at this thing. All right, so here we've got our crawler out of the box. Super cool looking little truck. Nice scaled wheels and tires. I love this sticker. Parts and service. Very cool looking. Got some sponsorship stickers on the back if we'll focus. There we go. These are the accessories it came with. Roll bar and fake lights that'll mount back here. I'll do that off camera, but that's what that looks like vaguely when that's mounted. It comes with the hardware you need to get it mounted. I would also recommend picking up a good tool set. I've got the 8-piece Injora tool set. It has all the tools you'll need to take this rig apart and work on it. Also handy to have a good set of small Phillips head screwdrivers. There's one or two screws, mainly the servo horn screw that uses a Phillips head. Well, let's get into this thing. We'll pull off these body clips and open it up. Underneath, we'll talk about what we're looking at. So right here, that's our motor. It's an 88 turn brushed motor. It's mounted to the transmission right here, and kind of easier to see from underneath. The transmission has a front and rear drive shaft that runs to the axles to power the wheels. On top here, this is our combination receiver and ESC. ESC is an electronic speed controller. That's what tells the motor what to do when you give it throttle. Up here we've got our steering servo. You can see that servo moves the front wheels back and forth for steering. Our shocks are just friction damped shocks. They're a little bouncy, but they work. And then back here is our battery. It comes charged with a little bit of charge. Let's plug this in. Got the battery plugged in. Always turn on your controller first. So we turn that on, and now we'll turn on the truck. Lights came on. We're going to be getting rid of these body clips. I hate these things. But for now, it works. Pretty cool, very fun. Open the box and you're crawling already. Does have these lights in the bumper, really cool. Gives it a nice scale appearance. We'll turn this off. A couple things to know about these rigs. You will not want to leave the battery plugged in. Even if you turn this switch off, these stock electronics, even the upgrade electronics, have a slow voltage leak. It will drain and ruin your battery. So I always leave my switch on. In the on position, I leave it there, never touch it. If I want to turn the truck on, I plug it in, and when I'm ready to turn it off, I unplug it. You also should not charge your battery in the truck, and I would recommend getting something like this, a LiPo bag, just in case one of your batteries experiences a catastrophic failure, gets hot, catches fire. This will help contain that. I think that's all for the overview. I'm going to mount the roll bar, and then we're going to talk about some of the functionality on this remote. As you can see, sorry, I'm trying to do this through the camera. We've got some switches and dials. I'll talk about what that does and what's important to know about this. All right, let's talk about the remote. Got the roll bar and lights put on. Looks pretty cool. So let's see if I can see this. We've got channel 1, DR or dual rate. Channel 3 we don't have. Channel 1 normal or reverse. This switches your steering direction if for some reason you want to do or need to do that. I leave it on normal. Actually, I guess I like mine reversed. I like my wheel to turn left when I'm holding this. Turn the wheel left, and my truck wheels turn left. So that's the way I like it. What you want to do before you start driving too much, because I know you've already done that, on this controller, this channel 1 knob, adjust your steering trim. So as we turn this, you can see how the tires spin. So you want to center your servo using this trim so your tires are straight. You go straight back and forth, and then you've got steering. Now this other knob, dual rate, what you're going to do, let me unplug these lights so we can see what we're doing. Okay, so I unplugged the lights. This just plugs into your receiver. If you want to turn off your lights, just unplug them. So this second knob, your dual rate, adjusts how far your servo goes. So the first knob, we adjusted the steering so it's centered. And this, we want to adjust so our servo does not put too much force on your steering linkages, because that's going to wear out your servo, and when you upgrade to metal parts, it's going to break your servo. The way I do this is I turn my truck upside down. Make sure we can see this, and I turn all the way one direction. My dual rate is turned all the way up right now, and I'm going to slowly turn it down until I see those tires start to move. It just moved a bit. I'm just adjusting that with my dual rate. So all the way up is too far. Servo's pushing farther than it can. You want to turn it down until you just start to see the tire move, which is about right there we've got. And then I move to the other side and turn it down a little bit more. Until our tire starts to move a bit. And that's called setting your endpoints. Very important to do. So now my dual rate knob is turned down about halfway. That's okay. My steering is limited by the physical setup here. The dual rate is just an adjustment. You're not going to get more steering cranking it up. So now my endpoints are set. I'm not stressing my servo. I've centered my steering. Whoops. We're ready to crawl. Since we're doing an upgrade series, we're going to break out the setup table and get some baseline numbers on this. So we'll start with the ramp travel indexed, see how much flex we have. Let me adjust the camera a bit. Here, I'll just slide this whole thing better. So we'll put it up here until we can't go any farther without the back wheels starting to lift and it tipping. That's too far. About right there. So about 9.5 on the RTI ramp travel index. And then this thing is so cool. I got it on Amazon. They're intermittently in stock. You're just going to have to keep checking back. We'll do a side hill test, see how far we go without tipping. It's 25, 30 degrees, 35, 40, starting to lift a little bit. Let's say 44, 45 for the side hill. And now we'll do vertical. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Wow, I'm impressed. About 58, 59 degrees. That's pretty good for a stock truck. This Lexan body is super light, so it's pretty decent right out of the box. If you're looking for one of the better crawlers out of the box, C10 or Gladiator, even the Base Camp, they're going to be pretty good because they have a lightweight Lexan body. Well, let's go run this thing. It is unfortunately pouring buckets today. The backyard course is underwater, so we're going to be indoor only for the time being, but let's play around and see what this thing can do. All right, we're going to run this thing a little bit, see how she does. It's a lot of fun just to rip around. These things are not meant to be fast. That's as fast as it goes. For me, I like driving them slow. Predictable and slow means you're going to make your line. Where if you're driving fast and bouncing around a lot, you're going to bounce. You're not going to be able to control it as well. Indigo's helping out. He loves crawling. Hi, Indigo. Excuse me, buddy. So I've just got a few indoor obstacles set up. One of the great things about the 24s, when it's raining, bad weather outside, you can drive inside. So not bad through that. I'm going to unplug these lights, causing too much glare. I don't have the body clips in, so my body kind of comes loose. But able to make it. Not the most flex, but it does flex. Looks pretty cool going through there. I made this foam obstacle out of sprayed, expanding spray foam. We'll see how we do. And this foam is slick, it's hard to get a good grip. Oh, and lost it. Made it over the top. This section here has a lot more off-camber sections. It's definitely the harder section of this little obstacle. That was pretty well over that. Hello, Indigo. Thank you. Let's try this bridge, see if we can make it over this. Try to bump it. There we go. Use some wheel speed. Yeah, we made it over. Come back around the other direction. This has a gap on this side, so we may not be able to make it over in this direction. There's one of the foster kittens. That's Alexis. She's new to crawling. She's new to everything. You see our tires are getting stuck in that little gap. But with a little bit of a throttle bump, we made it. That's pretty cool. I didn't expect that. Oh, lost it. I just love watching that suspension flex. Kind of falling down there, but still holding on. See if we can crawl through it. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's kind of about what I expect from a stock rig. It can do it if you're careful. If you get overconfident, then you lose it like that. So I hope that was helpful. These are fun little trucks. Just a quick little overview, indoor run to get you started. In the next videos, we'll do some free mods to this thing. See how that changes it. See if it makes it better. See if it makes it worse. And then after that, we'll start on our upgrades. $30 per week budget. So it may take us several weeks between videos to have the budget for the parts we're going to put on this thing. I think we'll start with wheels and tires. That's always a good first upgrade. So we'll do that in a few episodes. But like I said, we'll start with the free mods in the next video. And hopefully we'll be able to get some outdoor runs when the rain stops. That's not going to be today. So hope this was helpful to everybody. It was fun. If you have any questions, anything I didn't cover, leave a comment, subscribe, like, share, and join us for the next video.